Hi Taurus, welcome to your week ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant signs. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Taurus, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week this week, you have the World card. In this deck, it's actually called the Universe, and the artwork is actually beautiful. It's called the Fluellen deck for anybody that wants to know. That being said, this what do I want to say? This really feels for me like a week where the world starts to open up for you specifically. So maybe not necessarily like not even what I'm trying to say is, oh my gosh, what I'm trying to say is I don't think this represents in terms of like location or physicality. This is about the world opening up for you personally, right? So you know that phrase, the world is your oyster? This kind of feels like that. It's like something is opening up for you. Some way is being revealed to you. Some path is being shown to you that maybe wasn't open to you before. If there's something that you've asked for, if there's a bargain that you've struck with the universe, this is where the breadcrumbs towards that final result are going to start to show up. This could be a very powerful week for you, and it could also be a week that elevates you, your mind, your status, or even just changes your life in some way, shape or form. It is going to start small, it is going to start subtle, but it is definitely going to feel like an energy release in some way, shape or form. If you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves you. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, if you should so choose, and this resonates, hit that subscribe button. For your actions and options, you've got the Three of Swords. So for some of you, this is breaking ties with an old tradition. Some way that you've done things previously. Some way that you have... some way that you've done things before. It's like you're letting go of it or you're releasing it. And I gotta be honest, because it is the Three of Swords, for some of you this might really feel like you're cutting away a piece of yourself. You might feel like you're releasing something that once upon a time was all about you. You know, that's a little bit of me. And this might be a week where you kind of feel that energy, where it feels almost like, you know, wow, I can't actually quite believe this is happening. Like, am I really doing this? Am I really going in this new direction? Am I really stopping? Like, am I really stepping out of a way that I've done things for so long? Now you've got Uranus moving through your sign, which, you know, you've known for the last three and a half years, and you will know for the next three and a half years, right? But this is you guys getting acquainted to change, right? And I think this is probably one of the hardest things for Taurians to learn. But, you know, this is you doing it. And I think this week it's like you're making an incision and you're pulling something out. This is like a personal surgery, some thought process, some belief process, some structure in your life that, you know, is no longer, is now just obsolete. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Ten of Cups. That is a solid offer and or opportunity of some kind that shapes up, but is likely to come to you. And the reason I say it comes to you is because the Ten of Cups represents home. So this is, you know, your power base. And you've got this Three of Swords here. So it's like whatever you're releasing, whatever you're letting go of this week, you're doing so in order to welcome something new in, right? This is you effectively saying, this has to go because I know that something better's on the way, or I know that something else is shaping up, and here it is shaping up. The Ten of Cups as well. So for those of you that are employed by somebody else, communication at work is easier this week, and this could be a time where you graduate or you elevate in some way, shape or form. This could be that you get the tap for the promotion. It could be for some of you as well that, I mean, on a really sort of more mundane level, especially with that Three of Swords there, this could literally just be the wrapping up of a project successfully, right? It's like you're at the end of a project, you're at the end of some sort of process, and it's like, okay, now I can finally start to move forward. Now I can finally start to make things happen. Now I can finally release this project and let it go. But you know what? I'm so happy because I can celebrate the wonderful work or the wonderful job that's been done. Now, for a lot of you as well, for those of you that are business owners, people that work for themselves, etc., this is communication is easing up, especially at home, especially if you've had challenges or issues in the relationship. This could be a time where communication is much easier, and that has a direct impact or correlation on the quality of work that you're able to do. On a more sort of mundane or business sort of level, the suggestion here is that you know, some offer, some opportunity, some collaboration or pairing really goes in your favor. It really works with whatever your business is trying to do or whatever you're trying to achieve. For those of you that are retired and no longer working for any reason, if you've applied for jobs or you've been applying for jobs and you haven't been able to find anything, this is the successful acquisition of new work. If you are, you know, if you're retired, this is you really starting to look into what you can do with your time more effectively, or how you can use your time more effectively, which I actually think is going to be really great for a lot of you. For your love and relations, you've got the Chariot card, so it absolutely pays off. Whatever work, hard work, challenges or issues you've gone through in your relationship, look at this, right? It's like you come to this space where it's like, okay, you know what? Yes, we had to talk it out. Yes, we had to hash it out, but it was totally worth it. It looks like for a lot of you, for those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitment, there is some form of travel that comes up here. It looks like you're talking about international travel. Again, there might be some form of sacrifice that's involved in this though. It may come up at a time, or maybe your partner says, oh, you know, I've booked us a trip away to ... and you're like, oh crap, that's the same time that I have my, you know, and it's like you're having to work this out, or you're having to wrangle it out somehow. For those of you that are single and looking, I mean, with these cards, yeah, absolutely. That Three of Swords is going to require you to do some internal release before a relationship can get off the ground and start to move forward though. But there's a lot of potential here. When it comes to your money and materials, you've got the Page of Pentacles. This is very nice, right? Especially underneath the Ten of Cups. The Page of Pentacles is great for money because it suggests you're making money from a new source. This is a new revenue stream. Maybe this is new money that comes through a promotion. For a lot of you, especially those of you that work for yourselves, this is a really lovely energy because it suggests that a new revenue stream is making itself known, or you're now starting to make more money from something that you've maybe already done the work with. Maybe you've done the setup and it's like, now I just have to wait, sit back and collect, right? But the Page of Pentacles for me is always a nice energy for money because it's where you start to receive monies, all right? So this is great, especially underneath the Ten of Cups. You could do a lot worse, right? When it comes to your physical health and vitality, this is your area of the body this week. So you've got to watch out for your neck, your throat, the bottom part of your jaw, this whole sort of general area. And this whole general area as well is throat chakra territory. With that Ten of Cups, this week it's like you're finally able to say whatever has been on your mind. It's like you're finally able to say or release something out to the world, especially if there's something you've been working on behind the scenes, something you haven't been able to talk about because it wasn't ready. Like, this could be a great week for a launch in some way, shape or form for some of you as well. So, you know, that's really nice. That being said, when it comes to the home and the environment, the Page of Pentacles underneath the Ten of Cups does suggest to me that for some of you, there's considerations about alterations to the home, right? Whether this is the, if I'm honest, it doesn't feel like it's the external part of the home. It feels like something to do with the internal. So this could be decorating. It could be taking a wall out for some of you. You know, for some of you as well, this is likely to be a week where you initiate at least starting to look for for a new home, if not, you know, getting contracts and stuff together to be signed. So this could be a very exciting week for a lot of you. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.